Hello, Disney Parks fan. Hello, Disney friends. Sam from Sam's Disney Diary. It is this week at Walt Disney World. It's 2025. We've been gone for a few weeks, and oh my gosh, we have so much to talk about. Greg, the blue hair blogger, what is happening?
Sam, where have we been? Happy New Year 2025. Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome to the first show of January 2025. Today, my friend, we got Walls have returned to EPCOT. Happy New Year, Walls. Hey, listen, Sam was down here for New Year's. We're going to talk all about being at EPCOT and how crazy that night was. We got free dining has returned for 2025. Popcorn buckets, more popcorn buckets. And amazingly, today, Disney dropped Festival of the Arts Foodie Guide. We're going to talk all about that. We went around, got some images around Canada and the walls that are still up at Canada. We got merch, and more merch.
Yes,
what is Disney's New Year without new merch?
Ride
closures, lots of ride closures going on right now at Disney World. We'll talk all about that. And of course, we're always, as we always end for the next 60 some odd weeks, Muppet Magnets, 70th anniversary. Sam, welcome back.
Welcome back, and thank you guys for joining us. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll be right back with all that and more. All right, Greg, new year, we're back. So much going on and happening. I mean, man. Our image this morning was, or for today, is all of these construction walls that popped up. Now, most of this is maintenance that we expected, and we alluded to it in the past, and we'll get back to some of this stuff. But look, I managed to get myself down there for New Year's Eve. First time ever, first experience in EPCOT New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear all about that.
And actually, Greg, on the 30th, I went over to the Magic Kingdom because the Magic Kingdom had their countdown 4 times, twice on the 30th and twice on the 31st. So that was cool.
Yeah, that must have been really nice. Hey, how was everybody was great for Christmas? We're through all that. We had lots of news come through. You guys got everything you wanted, I hope.
I think I saw a Black Falcon in somebody's feed there at some point. Was that true?
Yeah, somebody around here was gifted a Dark Falcon from Rebuild the Galaxy Star Wars. And Sam, if I happen to turn, hold on, I will grab it for you.
Oh, is it right there? That's the best. You know what? I didn't even notice it there when you started, my friend. But that
of course, it is right there.
There you go.
And yeah, it zooms. It goes. But the best is right in here.
Oh!
Into oblivion.
I hope nobody is standing on the other side of you watching, because your audience just got hit.
So There's the Dark Falcon. There it is with all the. So
Love
I'm gonna put this down nicely. I'm gonna turn
Don't.
around. I'm gonna put this back and hopefully not break it in the meantime.
You can just leave it right there. I do not want to see you break that. That's for certain. So let's move on a little bit. Look, I was a little nervous about New Year's Eve. I started my day at Animal Kingdom because
I think I shot my guns too soon.
Yeah, you shot your guns too soon. I started my day at Animal Kingdom, and I was a little nervous about getting into Epcot because you hear about, oh, the parks sell out and you can't get in. But with the reservation system still in place, passes had been sold out quite some time. So I am positive that Disney knew anyone in Animal Kingdom was going to be leaving and going to one of the other 3 parks because all of them had midnight festivals happening. Studios, Magic Kingdom, and Epcot.
Yeah, that last minute drop about Hollywood Studios was quite amazing. I was really happy to see that. Look, Hollywood Studios hasn't done anything for a few years. It's kind of been meh. And then this year they come out and they drop the mic.
They did. So we'll get to that in a second. But this was an Animal Kingdom, the New Year's Eve cupcake. An interesting thing I saw, because you and I both knew that the Festival of the Holidays ended on the 29th. So that was over for the 30th and 31st. So the question was, well, what are they going to do? Are these food booths going to be here? Are the kiosks going to be around World Showcase? And they absolutely all were, but the menus were completely changed, Greg. Like, look, I've
lived down here for 6 years or 5 years. I don't know how long, but I've never seen them do that for New Year's Eve. And I thought that was brilliant. When you sent me those images, I was like, that's so smart of them.
So
because the place was going to be packed. Everybody needed some food. Everybody needed a drink. Everybody needed some sparkly bubbly.
And there was some of that too. So here, for example, the Mexico Pavilion had nachos. One of the other kiosks was hot dogs and corn dogs.
I love you, Disney, but nachos at the Mexican Pavilion.
That's what they did. Look, the cart that was in front of Test Track had chicken nuggets and churros. I mean, okay, sure.
Nuggets and churros, man.
You're taking care of the kids.
Have to have nuggets and churros.
You're absolutely right, Greg. There were so many people and so many lines. This was perfect to have a very simple menu that they could just crank people through.
Corn dogs, chicken nuggets, and churros.
Nachos.
And nachos.
But there was also a champagne kiosk, which was actually, and I hadn't seen this before, it wasn't one of the food kiosks. This was one of the festival merchandise locations that they had just put a counter in front of and a bunch of bottles of bubbly.
Was this towards the back, like around Morocco?
That's exactly this one. Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is. Okay.
Yeah. So they just you can see right there, they rolled a bar in front of it with a whole bunch of champagne and put the sign up that says Dom Perignon, $45 or $55 for 5 ounces. Okay.
Yeah. 5 ounces. I want to know how much I can't visually think of 3 ounces is yay big. Big.
5 ounces. Well, it's in one of them big, tall, fluted glasses that make it look like it's really fancy, but it's really skinny. That's what it's in. But anyway, this is where you could buy champagne for New Year's toast.
Right, it's New Year's Eve. You're here at Disney. You might as well just go for it, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I'll carry on for 50 some odd bucks.
Now back to what you had mentioned as a park guest. This image on the left was dropped in the My Disney Experience app, and it basically says these are all of the events that are happening to ring in the new year. And in my resort hotel was a QR code, and that QR code took us to a page of all of the activities at Epcot, at Magic Kingdom, and also at Hollywood Studios. Lots happening.
Not bad, man. I thought that was great. Like, everything they were offering this year, it seemed like they went a little bit more and more than they have in past. And, the crowds, they responded there. It was beyond crowded, but it wasn't max capacity.
And I think the reservation system had a lot to do with that.
Yeah. Nice.
I definitely believe that was the case. There was also a big 2025 right in the new Communicore Plaza, which was a really popular photo pass opportunity, as you would expect.
Yeah, and that was they were doing a Latin heritage dance party for New Year's in that area.
There were dance parties absolutely everywhere around EPCOT. I had been told this before, never experienced it before, but as you went around the countries, if there was space to put a DJ stand and lights and rigging, they absolutely did it. This is China, what it looked like through the daytime. China at night, to give you sort of an idea. This is the dance party that was happening. The dragons breathing smoke and a little bit of a crowd. Lots of people, Greg.
Lots of people. That music was pumping for a second there. I'm like, I feel like I'm there. Of all the places.
Now look at the dragon here. That was really cool. He's got a dragon breathing fire in the middle, or breathing smoke in the middle of China.
Yeah. You know, it was, you got a picture of the other place. There was two places I wanted to go if I was there. One was China, because I've heard how amazing just dancing away is there. And the other one was the silent DJ party in UK.
This is right That's here. What everybody's waiting for. This was where everyone is getting different color headphones, and they had 3 DJ booths in the United Kingdom in the back. They were sort of raised up with 3 different DJs playing 3 different things, and you could see the different colors and people dancing to different. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, man. I dig it. I could listen to the song I wanted to listen to.
Yeah, absolutely right, which was really cool. And this is how the lagoon looked all evening. This, of course, is the luminous barges with just spotlights all over the place.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of things happen. And, of course, a New Year's Eve countdown that's on the Instagram page. But we'll get to it. This is the main countdown to midnight. A couple of seconds off, but pretty darn close. Your Happy New Year moment.
There it is. All right. Happy New Year.
Exactly. Happy New Year. I'll also say that it was interesting because I'd heard this before but never experienced it, Greg. And that
go ahead.
The countdown in each of the countries. So what they did is they started with the countries that welcome the New Year first. So China, that party we were talking about with all those people, they had fireworks behind China and a countdown for China. And then they did it for Japan, and they did it for all of the countries. And then when it got close to midnight, they had the big one in the middle. Problem was you couldn't see them all from standing in one place because some are behind you, and where I was, I couldn't quite see China because Mexico's in the way. But it was cool. It was interesting.
Let's talk the ending, though. How was getting out of there? Because there's a lot of people. You were not in a car. How was I was not in a car. Back? Yeah,
I will say this was planned out quite a bit. I've never done it before, and always knew if I ever was going to, I would be staying at a resort that I could walk to. So we were at the boardwalk. So I was able to walk back. Smart. That was great, right? The line for the Skyliner at about 12:30, something to 1. I'll get to that in a second. Wrapped back and forth 4 times from the International Gateway to the first building at the yacht club. Back and forth, which is barriers. Unbelievable. Just you couldn't walk anywhere. It was there were a lot of people. Now, the interesting part was the park was open till 1 a.m.
Right.
And everybody that had a megaphone, every cast member was basically saying, go and enjoy an attraction. There's no lines. Go ride something.
Yeah.
So we did. We rode Figment twice and there was nobody on it. Just kill some time. So that was the advice they were giving people. Go enjoy an attraction. Take your time. Get another glass of champagne. Don't run to the bus stop.
That's kind of cool, man. Where were you on New Year's Eve? I rode Figment. It was the first ride I did at 12:03.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe 12:05, but you got it. And we
whatever, but yeah, I mean, that's still a blast, man. What a way of ending 2024. We had, literally, man, we had a great 2024 with all the shows. How many times did you come down here to Disney? I live here, so I am back and forth. We went through so much news, but end it at the park on New Year's Eve at Epcot, enjoying, and nothing for nothing, you and I spend a ton of time at Epcot.
We do.
So I think that was the perfect ending for a perfect year, man.
It was absolutely. And I will also say all of these days I was with my family and I did Lightning Lane multi-pass every day, 7 days out.
Yeah, we'll talk about that at a different time, because
we'll do later. Everything was sold out. If I had not done that, I was not riding much of anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did that. All right. Anyway, let's move on. One other thing I noticed as we start to transition into popcorn buckets there, Greg.
Sam, the noticer.
So this, to me, I saw this and I thought, holy cow, that's the Mickey Mouse popcorn bucket. The new gingerbread bucket. Now, it's not. There's slight differences because there's not a Mickey head in the front or the back. And there wasn't, it's got kind of a wave on the popcorn bucket. Any idea, or anybody watching, where this is?
Yeah, you got me.
I got you. And I wouldn't let him see this ahead of time.
Yeah.
Mr. Fulton, any idea where that is, by the way? I'm going to show right now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to go like, oh my gosh, are you serious?
The very same thing when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's in the Carousel of Progress, dude.
Yeah.
Is that potentially?
So what I would like to see is, if you remember last year during the Pixar Fest out in Disneyland, they hid 50 of the Pizza Planet trucks in different attractions, in different booths, in different stores. I would love to see something like that come to Disney World somehow.
I just wondered if this, which, by the way, the fact that I'm riding Carousel of Progress tells you how busy all of the other attractions were, because this was a full house in the carousel. Look at the people sitting in front here. It's like, holy cow.
Yeah, that's people-y right there.
Absolutely. But
I've ridden that by myself many times lately.
I understand that it was not empty. I would love to see that too, Greg. That'd be so cool. But my thought was that an inspiration? Was it just a coincidence? Is there something going on here?
I mean, it's kind of the inspiration. Disneyland had a lot of the inspiration behind it. It's just cool seeing little tricks like that Disney Imagineering has. And you're like, wow, I never noticed that before. And now that you've noticed it, I will see it every time.
Absolutely,
and I'll be like,
you will.
Hey, there's that gingerbread house.
There's that gingerbread house. And I also noticed some other changes in this attraction. I hadn't ridden in a while. One, the fact that the mom is now holding a smartphone that has a screen on it, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that update happened about a year and 6 months ago. And
so that tells you how long it's been since I've been on.
Grandpa's got a new face. Dad's got a new sweater and jacket. She's got some new stuff going on with her.
She's got a new boot in her lap. It's a different boot. It's like an UGG as opposed to whatever the old boot
was. But if you really look closely, most of those are little Easter eggs that have to do with, she's wearing a sweater that is the Disneyland ski resort that they were going to build.
Yes.
Like, there's little subtle things in each part of it. And I would love to break that down one day, because this is one of those attractions you just hope doesn't get touched very often.
The one thing I noticed on the clipboard over on the right, the little pen board next to the mom, it now says email Rover's vet as opposed to call Rover's vet. I know it used to say call Rover's vet, but it's just kind of cool. Anyway, so Greg, you know what I did? I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave Magic Kingdom. I'm going over to the Grand Flow. It's January the 2nd. I'm going to see if they have any of those popcorn buckets left.
You got to get the popcorn bucket. If you don't get that popcorn bucket.
And I walk in, and it's January the 2nd in the morning, and
it's over.
House is
over.
gone.
Dude, they pulled those popcorn buckets out so quick, and the gingerbread house is out so quick. They're like, we can't let one piece get soft. Get rid of it now. January 1st.
Gone,
and what's
man,
funny is most of the decorations in Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom are all up. It's still going, because they wait for after Walt Disney World Marathon, which is this weekend down here.
Yes.
And so decorations at most places are still up, except for the resorts and Epcot.
Yeah. And this is, Epcot's going to Festival of Arts. We'll get to that.
So, did you get?
I got to see this gingerbread house being built this year. Remember, I was there when they were hanging all the decorations, but it wasn't open. And I got to see it the day after it came down. I never saw it open this year, only through your pictures.
Yeah. Look at all that icing.
There's a pile. Hold on, let me go back an image. Look at this pile of icing right there.
That's a lot of icing right there. They are feeding a lot of bees this year. That's a lot of bees right there.
I'm looking at that like they're going to bring a tractor trailer in to get that out of here.
Yeah, all right. They got to scrape that off. Ugh, right off.
I wanted to talk about one thing, and then we're going to get to your pictures. I want to talk about the big announcement that Disney made a few days ago around free dining is back.
Free dining is back, my friends.
And I always ask the question, is free dining really free?
This is where Sam ruins it for the rest of us, everybody.
Well, but it's a legitimate question.
It's straight up. And to be quite honest, I am glad you did the math here because it really is eye-opening seeing the numbers behind this.
And where I start with is it free if you have to book 3 days in a non-discounted room and buy a park hopper ticket for those 3 days?
Yeah.
Those are the prerequisites that you have to get free
minimum
dining.
of 3.
At least 3 minimum. Yeah, you can go as long as you want. It just adds on top of that. So I went and I did a little bit of math. So I don't want to bore anybody. So I'll go pretty quick. But I broke it down into the different packages that are available on Walt Disney World's site. So when you go to book a room, and I just picked Coronado Springs, a village room, June the 8th to 14th, just picking a random week when it's available and it's not super busy for a family of 4, which is 2 adults. But in this case, both children were over 9. So it's an adult ticket. Make sure we're on the same page there. There's a room only package. There's a package that includes the room and the park ticket. There's a stay longer and save more option happening right now. There's a savor a delicious deal, which is free dining.
Right.
There's save, stay, and play with this package. Right. There's annual pass only room rates. And there's also save on your next stay. Yeah. Now, Greg, I think save on your next stay was only available for me because I was looking at this within 7 days of my checkout date. And they give you that return.
And that's what it is. It's 7 days after
after your checkout. Okay. So, well, that's what I just went through. Room only, room plus a 7-day hopper, room only, room plus tickets, blah. So the cost for room only, it was $342 a night. 6 nights is what we're talking about, right?
Right. Because it's not discounted.
It's not discounted. That's $2,052 for the room. If you went with the stay longer and save, the room's only $210 a night. Okay. A lot less. The annual pass rate was $181 a night for the room.
Yeah.
And the return was $195. So the room only, the best deal you could get was the annual pass.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's $1,000 less than the rec rate, $342. And yeah, right. So for park hoppers, $33.58 for a 7-day park hopper.
Okay.
Okay. With the package, it's included. With Save More, it's included. And it doesn't matter for annual pass holder because you wouldn't buy that. And Save on your next day, you still have to buy the ticket if you don't have one. Here's the totals. The room only would cost you $5,400 plus meals. 6 days, 4 people. The package is $55.52.
Yeah.
The stay longer is $46.
Okay.
And the dining plan is $48.19.
So you do.
So if you look at the package and instead you bought the dining plan, which includes, by the way, 2 quick service meals, a resort mug, and a snack every day.
Okay.
It's costing about $291 more than the cheapest deal, which is the stay longer and save.
Yeah.
If you had bought the room and tickets.
Yeah, but you still.
But look at what you get. So for $291, you get 48 quick service meals, 24 snacks, and 4 resort mugs. I'd take that for $291 every time.
There it is. That's some serious. I mean, yeah, you're definitely saving, and then you take away the thought process of spending that money.
That's more important.
The park.
That's more important.
Yeah.
Take away the thought process. So is it worth it?
So it's a deal.
It's worth it if you can get it. It's a deal.
It's a deal.
You're paying a little more, but it's a deal. $291 for 48 quick service meals, 24 snacks, and 4 resort mugs. Yes, sign me up for that every day. Here you go.
I'm good.
All right, moving on.
Dude, which, by the way, you can go to mousefantravel.com, MEI travel, or mousefantravel.com, and talk to any one of those people. They are the travel partners of Fantasyland News.
That's right. Tell them Greg sent you.
Yeah.
All right, dude, you were in the studio. You were in studios today. What did you find?
Oh, studio. Oh, we're up to the news.
Yes.
Finally, 25 minutes into the show.
I know. I'm sorry. Go. I was doing my trip report. All right.
Man, that was great. I'm just happy. Okay, let's talk Disney news. 2025 is finally here. I finally got into the parks. I am blocked out during the holidays because you know what? Somebody needs to take a vacation at some point in life, and he forces himself for those 2 weeks. So, and by the way, man, it was great to get back in the parks the other day. So today was Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. The other day was Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
Nice.
Got a lot of information coming out of the parks right now. So let's talk popcorn buckets, right? A big deal is what popcorn buckets are available at the parks right now. Everybody wants to know after the holidays, does Disney keep them around? And no, the holiday ones go away instantly on January 2nd or when the holidays end, and they bring out their generic. There is the generic popcorn bucket that's available for $14.25. Over at Hollywood's at Animal Kingdom, they had Timon was the only popcorn bucket available besides the regular one. At Hollywood Studios, there's the big one, was the Stormtrooper. Sorry, what is it called? The salvage
Stormtrooper helmet. Yeah.
Helmet bucket. That is the only one really available over there. Even the handheld Mickey one is not available over there. It's like $25.49 for this bucket. This one sold out on May the 4th instantly.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was surprising to see this one back in the parks today.
And available, by the way, through mobile ordering.
Yeah, and
I did this screenshot from my phone, so I was able to go in and find it. It's mobile order via the Katsakas. Is that how you say it? The place
Katsaka's kettle.
Stand, the popcorn stand inside of Galaxy's Edge.
Or
the BB-8
any popcorn stand inside Hollywood Studios, minus the Pixar one. Every other one had them, but not Pixar.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so nice to have popcorn buckets for 2025.
Speaking of popcorn buckets for 2025, I'm going to let you take this.
Oh, now I would love to. I'd love to not gush over this because I did not want to do this.
The Festival of the Arts.
I have been calling this, and there's no official name other than the Figment popcorn bucket. I call it the
premium popcorn bucket.
So it is a light bulb moment popcorn bucket. Because he's having a light bulb moment. It is going off. I'm calling it the light bulb moment Figment premium popcorn bucket. It is Figment on top of a light bulb. It is a flashback to the original Journey into Imagination with Figment that was back in 83 or 84 whenever it originally opened. But this is a throwback. It will be available during Festival of the Arts over at the Odyssey Imagination Pavilion at the Odyssey. And we don't have a price, but Sam, I'm going with it's going to land between $33 and $45.
I'm going to agree with that. I mean, when you look at the image here, clearly there are lights underneath it.
It's got a pull string. It's got a pull string for you to turn on and off the light.
Interesting.
It's brilliant. This one. Okay, so they've only released 4 Figment popcorn buckets. We had the original one in 2022 that calls the 7-hour delay or the 7-hour guest queue.
Oh, the line. Yes.
In 2023, we had that re-released, but with the 40th anniversary logo.
Right.
2024 is the one Sam is holding up right now, which is Journey into Imagination Pavilion. And you see Figment in the back riding a rainbow.
Yep.
This will be officially the 4th Figment one light bulb moment Figment light up with rainbow popcorn.
I'm not a fan of the rainbow popcorn, but sure. Why not?
I don't care what kind of popcorn. I'm not going to eat it. I just want the bucket. Sam, if you see behind me, there's a popcorn bucket or 2.
I completely understand. I will end up with one of these two. I'm going to
Figment
mobile
is actually
ordering
up
again.
top. If I could pull him down and use the force from here,
don't
he
try
is
that,
sitting up top.
You might break your Falcon.
And I have, like, I was dumb enough that I got the original one the first day it came out. Only waited 2.5 hours, and then I got the 40th anniversary one that took 5 seconds.
Well, and that's because they moved to mobile ordering.
Yes,
which is how I got the last two of them.
Back in 2022 when they re-released it, because it came out twice during Festival of the Arts. The second time you had to mobile order it.
Okay, so it was the second time. Last year for the bucket I just showed, that was a 7 a.m. I'm in getting my Guardians of the Galaxy virtual queue, and then I immediately went and ordered the popcorn bucket for pickup that morning.
And by the way, that popcorn bucket that you have ended up the next day after Festival of the Arts ended at every popcorn stand in Epcot.
It did.
You can still get it, I think.
It was available.
I didn't see it this time.
Through the Flower and Garden Festival, definitely. I don't know how long it went.
It was available during the holidays, man.
Okay. Festival of the Arts.
Let's do this.
They dropped the food guys today, the food guide, the foodie guide, whatever the heck they call it. This is some of the highlights. We can't get into all of them because there were about 20 outdoor, what are they called? Kitchen studios, or they're just called studios.
Food studios.
Food studios. That's it. That's it.
They a lot of good returning menu items that people love. And then there is some new stuff this year that looks phenomenal.
Well, one thing, stuff, of course.
The thing about arts is it's not just how the food tastes; it's also the presentation of some of the food. It is an arts festival.
The soft shelled crab slider, which there's the crab right there. I hope.
How do you find a crab that big? Is it a hermit crab? Like that's a big, that's a
soft
small
shelled
crab.
Well, dude, it's a really little bun.
It's a little home
chive
to the crab
in the center with smoked salmon.
That looks great. That looks great. Is it caviar on top?
It is caviar on top. It is new.
Yeah.
Of course, all of this is new because this is at Communicore Plaza. And the last one is the Enchanted Rose, which is milk chocolate rose with raspberry rose center.
Dang it. Why do they got to put berries on it? I can't eat it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It kills me. Every time you're like, you want this dessert? I'm like, yes, but it'll kill me.
Like literally. So let's
literally. I'm like, no EpiPen, Greg.
Yeah. All right. So the next one here is at the Connections Eatery.
This is the return. This one was out last year.
This
one has a good flavor. It's a little crunchy on the outside. You just remove some of the crunch.
This is the Figment Latte Waffle. They also have an Imagination Lemonade happening over there too, with a spice available.
The liege.
The deconstructed dish is back with the deconstructed BLT pork belly.
Yeah, so good. The deconstructed key lime pie is my absolute favorite. Love it.
Yep.
Little octopus there.
One? The fictional victuals, is that it? VICTUALS?
Yeah.
This is the squid ink pasta with lump crab. The charred octopus with
I'll take the charred octopus and I'll leave the squid behind.
Okay, and then last is the black cocoa brownie with ice cream butter. All of these have beers too, by the way. But
ice cream butter?
Let me go back. What was it? It was
ice cream butter?
Not ice cream butter. What is UBE? Ube ice cream.
Ube?
That's it. Ube ice cream. I got too excited because of this one. Because at the Inspiration Station,
not this again.
Bucket,
no, Sam, I need to save you from yourself this year.
Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, that cake you see down there was Sam's breakfast.
Absolutely. That is breakfast. Rainbow cake. Although this year I may have to go with the rainbow cake and the raspberry pastry tart.
Sam, I'm glad you can still eat like that.
My
doctor has limited me.
The Craftsman Courtyard menu includes a beef Wellington.
So
this Wellington inspired croissant. That's what it is.
Yeah, I love that. That's one of those that I'm looking forward to. The mussel dish I'm looking forward to. So I'm hoping they do something like they've had during the Harvest Hollow and then the festive Christmas time. That one area on the Rose Walk, I'm hoping kind of blends together again this year.
I'm thinking that's what these two might be because they look sort of similar.
Well, Craftsman is over on the other side of Creation.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is one other place that I always look forward to during the festivals, Greg. Every festival, and I've been disappointed recently.
Yeah. Which one's that?
Funnel cakes.
Oh, funnel cakes. Yeah, you have a thing about funnel cakes.
I do, because it was so good a couple of years ago for Food and Wine was incredible. This one is a cotton candy funnel cake. I don't know.
Are we talking about the one that had like the bacon and
Yes, that was phenomenal. It was a caramel ice cream and bacon and maple syrup, and it was
that was
incredible.
Crazy good. Yeah. But hey, this is do we have pictures? This one looks good. Do we have pictures of the new poutine?
I don't. Maybe. Let me see. What do I got next? I got the swirled showcase menu, the bubble gum soft serve in a cone.
Yeah, that looks. I mean, hey, that's going to be a swirl showcase. That's going to be good. And then, of course, your normal tomato and
grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And I do not have the poutine. I saw it though. I forgot that's your go-to spot.
The go-to spot. And this year, my friend, it is a caprese salad poutine. So it's got the mozzarella, it's got the tomatoes, it's got basil, it's got a drizzle of balsamic on top of it, on top of fries. Man, you and I are going to have to split one of those.
I'd be fine. You know what? I think you and I are going to be splitting more than just that as we go around World Showcase, because that grilled cheese sandwich right there, it's already cut. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just not the one that has the that palmetto cheese.
Yes, they have both tomato grilled cheese and one with
palmetto.
Cheese,
what is it? A giant cockroach cheese, pimento cheese, or whatever it's called.
All right. So there are 20 food booths. That was just a couple of them. There's some things I'm going to try for sure after I get my Figment popcorn bucket.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're going to do a show next week, which we're going to go over more about Festival of the Arts, because I really want to talk about some of the art stuff coming around. Yeah, I love doing the scavenger hunt, which day one, I will have the results up in an article immediately, along with the chalk art. I love seeing that. I love seeing the chalk art around World Showcase at the pavilions. Then they also have like the step and repeats of walking into masterpieces.
Yep.
There's so many good things about.
We got a little bit coming up with our images here. Let's get the merchandise, dude.
Merchandising. Man.
Weeks. What have you found here from a merchandise?
So there is Welcome to 2025 and all the new 2025 collections that have come out. This is the 4-park icon collection. All it is the icons from each park in a collection. So, of course, Hollywood Tower Hotel for Hollywood Studios, Spaceship Earth for Epcot, Tree of Life for Animal Kingdom, and Cinderella Castle, obviously Magic Kingdom. And it's on Starbucks tumblers, magnets, ornaments, pins, sweatshirts, shirts, and ears.
Of course it's on ears. And you know, the one thing that I got from this collection, because there was some debate for some time on what is the icon for Hollywood Studios. Is it the Chinese Theater or is it the Tower of Terror? Clearly, the icon for Hollywood Studios is the Hollywood Tower of Terror.
It is absolutely Hollywood Tower. Yeah, absolutely. That's it. I mean, it's you go for what people immediately associate with the park, and it's that.
Yeah.
Good evening, Barbara. Welcome in. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
I want to talk construction walls for just a minute, and we're going to stick at Epcot, Greg, because you found some interesting walls at Epcot, which we thought, wait a minute, what's happening? So tell me where these are and what we speculate.
Anytime you see a wall at Epcot, you get a little PTSD.
Well, you do, but those aren't construction walls.
Those are not construction walls. Yes. So this is great. So this was the Festival Fragrance presented by Scentsy Area, which is in that courtyard in the Rose Walkway across from Journey into Imagination, in between World Showcase and World Celebration.
Okay.
This area, a few weeks ago, you would have seen ornaments and smeltzers. You could smell the area.
Exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Now it has this giant green wall that looks like a construction wall. It is not a construction wall. This is officially going to be the Expression Station paint by numbers mural that they'll change the murals every day or every few days. There's 4 different murals that they'll do, but they have moved that over. And what I'm hoping for is, Sam, this is the new home for it. We have seen for the past few years, it's gone from World Showcase Bridge.
It's gone from construction wall.
It was on construction wall, dude. That's it. And last year we saw it on the wall that was still surrounding Communicore Hall.
Yep.
So yeah, I think this is going to be the new home of it. It looks great there. That wall is removable. It'll come in and out. I just hope that we now know where Expression Station is always going to be.
And my question is, and you just alluded to it, what happens after Festival of Arts? Is this stick around for Flower and Garden, or does this disappear?
No, that goes, man. They're going to Flower and Garden. They're going to pull that down.
That's where the butterflies go in the Scentsy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Some of these booths that you noticed around World Showcase are clearly for Festival of Arts. And I want to say a few of them were there New Year's Eve, which sounds strange, but I want to say they were.
No, I think you're right. Look, man, when they move in out one festival, they move in the next, especially this time of year. Look, summertime, you're off. There's no more festivals during the summer. So you got to get these ones back to back. So end of holidays, go into New Year's, go straight into Festival of the Arts. And these are not food booths. These are artist booths. So you're going to be able to see the artwork in there. You'll be able to meet and greet the artists. It's artist.
It's one of the great things of the Festival of Arts. That's for sure. Love your image of Canada. I just wanted to share it because it's beautiful. The sky, the clouds.
Canada.
Loved it. Canada. And
yeah, there's some stuff going on in Canada right now, Sam, that is a mystery to a lot of people. That castle, Hotel du Canada, was closed for many, many months. It reopened last January for about 1 month, and then they shut it back down, put the walls back up, and now there's something interesting going on in the castle itself. What are they building? Is it going to be a lounge? Is it a gift shop? What is going? Because there was two doorways
here, right? This was empty. There was nothing.
There was nothing there.
Yeah, there were doors that didn't go anywhere.
Right. Now there's construction workers going in and out of there. We have no word. We cannot find permits on what's going on. So something is happening, and we just don't know what's going on over there. And I love mysteries, man. I love seeing new stuff that
we got you on top of it, dude. So thank you, and let us know what's happening.
This is absolutely something is going in over here.
Yeah, there's the construction wall is between the teepees. It's sort of, you can still walk through here, or no?
No, you cannot walk through the top part. It is blocked off on the back end and this front end.
Okay, so that was the exit to O Canada. So they're pulling you back up the other way?
Yes.
Okay.
You go back down through the walkway down below.
Through the garden.
Yeah, through the waterfall, through the garden. Yeah.
Hey, I got more merch. It's kind of out of order, but here's another collection that you found.
More merch. Yeah, this is I love this collection. I don't even know what you call it. Gold trimmed fireworks, Cinderella Castle.
It's really sharp.
Purple. I agree. And there's ears, spirit jerseys, bags, magnets, that little, what do you call this? Snow globes? Yeah, we'll go with snow globe. It's a snow globe. Yep. So that collection is great, man. And again, it's another 2025 collection that just came out. I don't know how long that collection is going to be around for because there's not much to it, but it's actually really cool. I'm surprised it has not sold out because of how good it looks.
It does look good. You're right.
Yeah.
More construction walls, my friend.
Closures, man. Ride closures and construction walls. So we'll start with Grand Fiesta Tour. Grand Fiesta Tour is closed from January 6th until March 15th. It is not being rethemed. Everybody calm down. It's not going to become Coco. They just drain the water. They're going to pull out a lot of pennies. And hello, Lily from Michigan.
Yep.
Thank you so much. So Grand Fiesta, it's closed during the day. It's not being rethemed. It is just refurbishment. Everybody pull back off the cliff. We don't need to cliff dive with Donald in wherever Antigua, wherever he jumps off the cliff from.
It's ping pong or pinball. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Something that is definitely being rethemed, Greg. Some new pictures from World Discovery.
Yeah, test track, man. So they are on the building phase. And again, we can't see inside. We don't know how far along the inside is, but from the outside, that's an older picture. They now have that whole they now have a new roof over the front section. It looks like the marquee is ready to go back in.
Cool.
That front area looks great, man. And they already have a roof on that new circular roof.
So
and
this is summer 2025, right?
Summer 2025, yeah. So we don't know when summer.
We don't know when summer.
Yeah.
In summer. I did not notice anything that looked weird with Spaceship Earth when I was there, or I'm sorry, with Mission Space. But after seeing your images, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on?
This construction is 19 months old, Sam.
Oh my.
19 months. Okay. So they removed Earth and then they fixed Earth. They replaced Earth and then Earth was moving. Now Earth's not moving anymore. Mars.
We're talking about the facade in front of Mission Space.
Yes. We're not talking about inside. We're talking about the facade. This facade is just like they keep pulling panels off, putting panels on, but I'm not kidding, man. 19 months is a long time for, and maybe it's they got to build these panels one by one or something. I don't know what it is, but they're still working on it.
Okay. But the attraction is open. Nothing's closed.
It's open if you want to. If you want to, Sam, you name a ride you'll never see me on, and it's Mission Space.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Not even the green? Not even green?
Nope. I'm done.
Here are some images you took of Spaceship Earth of the
this one is the kind of more important one of all the walls that we saw. This was the kind of most shocking. So this is at the exit, the back exit for Project Tomorrow.
Yeah.
These exits were only used for a little bit because they haven't used those back exits. Now, so here's the important part.
You're talking one on the right or the left, or this is a difference?
There's further ones back if you don't. Yeah, so this is the one on the left hand as you leave Spaceship Earth. It's the one on the left, but all the way in the back.
Okay.
Which most people don't know that it exists. Okay.
Right, because you go out one of the first two.
But it's also the new, what could be the new entrance for the new lounge going in upstairs, because if you look, that window you see in the right side image is the new lounge. It has always been a lounge. It has been a corporate lounge.
Yes.
It is now turning into a public lounge, and they're retheming the whole thing. But this may be the new entrance and exit for this new lounge.
They're going to need that because the prior exit and entrance was hidden from the public, and you had to know where you were going to find your way into the corporate lounge.
Right.
So yes, it would make sense that they have to create some way, some check-in place, a queue where people are going to wait for their table.
Yeah.
That has to be part of this. I'm thinking like Mission Space, they have the spot where you wait. That's kind of what they need to build. They'll build that on the bottom, and then up above it is where the lounge will be. Makes sense.
Yeah. So we're another summer 2025 lounge at Spaceship Earth, and this is the first construction we have seen or heard about for that whole lounge,
which is great. Happy to see that happen.
Yep.
Not happy though to see the next construction photos, because this indicates a project that will not be finished until 2026, and this is over the Magic
Man, Kingdom. You want to talk about how quick Disney moves? We are 2 days. Okay, today was the second day, so less than 48 hours it has been closed. They've already removed most of the track on that ride.
Wow.
Yeah, gone. The track is gone.
So we're talking new track. The speculation is it rerouted? Is it a different route? We don't know.
I think you're looking at this. I don't know. We have a year. We know with the permits that this is going to last until March of 2026.
That's a long time.
And who knows if it goes further. If you look at Tiana's, we never knew when that was going to reopen. This is not a retheme. This is new magic being added, is the quote unquote words from Disney Imagineering.
Yes.
New magic added.
And I absolutely, that is what's going to happen. And they're also going to prepare for the expansion of the Magic Kingdom and however it would impact queues,
walkways,
or whatever over there. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, build the new walkways.
Build new walkways. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
New frontiers await, apparently.
Yes, I thought that was great. New frontiers await.
This is actually in front of the new DVC lounge over in front.
Oh, I thought this. I wanted to know why Mater wasn't on this or something like that. New frontiers.
You want me to go? You know what? I will find a sticker of Mater and put it on there, take a picture, and then pull it off.
Oh, that's nice. All right, I'm up
to be a jerk.
I didn't know how much to put in here this week, so I already have us up to our Muppet Magnets coming up.
Wow, are we at the Muppets already?
We are, but we got time and lots of things to talk about. But let's talk about it because we missed a few weeks.
You missed a few weeks. I didn't miss a few weeks.
No, you didn't miss any. That is true. Week number 18, which was 3 weeks ago, was Robin the Frog. Wonderful addition to the lineup here.
Yes, gotta love it. No, you know what? Blank Robin. No one in this household likes Robin. That little whiny nepotism nephew. No one likes Robin.
Speaking of whiny, Crazy Harry, this is the best. The first Muppet, the Dynamite Muppet. I love this guy. Crazy Harry.
Everybody loves Crazy Harry, man. I was so happy. This is another one of those, like, Crazy Harry's been in like every single episode ever. And he just makes an appearance real quick and then disappears.
Yes, which is awesome. He's usually got a stick of dynamite in his hand.
Which brings us to the newest one, Thog. Thog was in episode 1. He has been around the Muppets for as long as he was like the first giant Muppet. When the Muppet intro happens, he is that giant Muppet in the middle. Yes. He would swallow things whole. He appears everywhere, man.
Was Sweetums in the opening of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
Yep.
So that is number 20 of 70, which Greg's mean we have 50 more.
We got 50 weeks more of this, Sam. I told you we were going all of 2025 talking about these magnets.
We're going till next Christmas for sure. And there's your December and your January releases that you picked up, 19 and 20.
Got them. We have them. We have all 20 and half the fridge is taken.
You have 20 and half the fridge is taken. Well, you got 50 more to go, my friend.
Well, I'm sorry. Half the bottom half of it.
Okay. You're going to make
I think we're going to have to redo it and move them up to the next level and then start going low. But my whole fridge is going to be covered in Muppets magnets. And you know what? I'm going to send it to the Muppets and be like, see, we got them all.
Yeah, yes, I can't wait to see that.
$897 money later.
We're going to be back a week from today. We're going to talk a lot about the Festival of Arts, but before we sign off, I mean, there's so much going on between me being down there and us not being able to connect, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. Festival.
Look, I couldn't make. Hey, man, I was blocked out, and nothing for nothing. You kind of needed family time without Greg being around. Greg can get a bit annoying. We all know this.
I thought that, here's another mistake that I made. Rookie mistake of being there. The day after New Year's Eve is January the 1st, and that's a holiday, right?
Yeah.
When you're in the bubble, which we were in the Disney bubble, we were there for 5 days, sort of lost track of things, forgot the fact that it's a holiday. We decided we're going to go down to Disney Springs. That's the day to go, right? So we're going to go to Studios in the morning, and then we're going to pack up and go down to Springs. Oh my gosh, was it crowded. My understanding was not many things were open in Orlando. I don't know if that's true. And lots of people flocked on Springs. It was unbelievable. Packed. People everywhere.
Yeah, listen, the crowds didn't start disappearing until today. Today was the first day I walked in and went, oh, the holidays are over.
There you go.
The last few days has just been mobbed down here. And then we get, it's funny, we get today and tomorrow a little bit calmer. And then because we have Run Disney Marathon this weekend, and then we have a break for about 2 days, which is Wednesday and Thursday. And then we go into Martin Luther King Jr.
Weekend, which is the first weekend of Festival of Arts. Yeah.
And then we finally get a break. And as locals, I'm cool with it. Oh, speaking of locals,
Yes.
Annual pass holders, Disney annual pass holders teased a new magnet coming
I
out.
saw that.
And do you have any guesses, my friend?
I'm thinking it's Mickey from Runaway Railway.
I think
is it the bird? The bird.
It's Ray, and it's Tiana. It's going to be Princess and the Frog. I think it's going to be
Frog. I thought it was Mickey's Runaway Railway, but okay.
No, that is definitely Princess and the. Oh, in my opinion, hey, you could be.
Yeah,
I could be totally wrong, man.
Yeah,
I think Ray and Lewis or Tiana and Ray, just something like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm good with it.
Other things to talk about real quick before we end this. Yeah, we got Festival of the Arts next week.
Yes,
we got all that going on. New Year. There was something that popped in my head and then just popped out. Oh, for those who are out in California, man, we're thinking of you.
yeah,
Disney,
it's crazy out there.
Disney is, if you look at the 3 fires that are going on out there right now, Sam, there is you triangulate that, and dead in the middle is Walt Disney Studios.
Oh, I was not aware. I did not do that.
Yeah. So Bob Iger, before we came on air, put a post up and said his thoughts and prayers are with all the Disney cast members, because a lot of cast members apparently live in that area. So we wanted to just kind of recognize that is happening in the world. We are here to just bring some entertainment and some light to Disney World and all that other stuff. But we certainly don't worry. We do worry, but we try to take your mind away from that sort of stuff, because that's crazy out there.
It is crazy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What other news? I did see that Disney was looking at merging or acquiring Fubo with Hulu.
No, they did. They're merging Hulu.
It needs regulatory approval, I thought.
No, I think it went through. That's what the whole thing was. Hulu Live Plus TV and Fubo are going to merge together to make one thing, and
super interesting.
It's weird because I don't get that in the venue that they're going to do with Fox and everybody else. It's another sports channel, and I'm like, doesn't Disney own all the sports now?
Well, it's interesting. They did not buy
I will
Fox
say this though. It is nice to be able to turn on Disney Plus and go straight to watch the Philadelphia Flyers from down here in Florida.
Disney Plus. I've done it as well. I will say the Fubo, I am a customer of Fubo because they are the local Pittsburgh regional sports channel is on Fubo.
Yeah, I'm literally about to cut my cable this week. Like I'm getting rid of it. So I was like, do I go with Hulu Plus or whatever? Oh, speaking of Disney, other Disney World or Disney company news, Mufasa has come out of nowhere and done amazing at the box office, by the way.
Is that international numbers? Is that where it came from?
Of course. Yeah. And we talked about this off to the side. It was like domestically, it's probably going to do really good. And I think it's around 250 million domestically, but all the numbers are coming in from overseas, which is like $400 million. It has made its budget back and then some. So good for Mufasa. You can read the review on Fantasyland News if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Speaking of other news,
some new Star Wars Legos that dropped that are pretty damn cool.
They look pretty cool.
There's the Grogu and his cradle is really cool.
Yeah.
Love that. Some other Mandalorian ones and some other adult collector versions of Home One and some of the other big spaceships. I love it.
Yeah. So we just did the Dark Falcon. I'm like, ooh, I need more. But you know what it is, Sam?
Dude, that is slowly getting old. Box you don't want to go down, my friend. Star Wars.
I'm slowly getting older, so my hands start cramping a little bit. But what I've learned to do is each page, like each break, so a box one or each bag. My kids will take over and do a bag each. So then it comes back around to me, and I'm like every third one, and I'm like, this is perfect. So it's a family build.
There is a Lego Builder app. I don't know if you were aware of this. And in the Lego Builder app, it's the same as the book where you flip through it, but there's an option to have multiple people build. And it will tell player 1 which bags to build and player 2 which bags to build and give them their own unique instructions.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. And then you go and you build your own thing and then they come together. I mean, it's...
Yeah. We got to get off the air because I need to go find my missiles that I fired across the room.
Oh, you have a puppy there that might find them before you do.
Probably. I have 2 puppies that are just gonna just.
Yeah, I have cats. They would be gone if I shot.
Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us. Of course, you can always get Sam at samsdisneydiary.com, Sam's Disney Daily on Instagram, and of course, I hope you're watching on Sam's Disney Diary on YouTube. Make sure you go check it out. He's updated a lot with Disney parades and features and everything going on at the parks. And hey, check it out. After next week, we will probably have some food reviews up there from Festival of the Arts. And then, of course, you can always get me at fantasylandnews.com, which, by the way, I'm adding all the Disney menus on right now, thanks to my daughter helping me out. She is an amazing writer. We found that out recently. So I have a second writer in my house to update the site. Fantasyland News blog on Instagram. And, of course, hopefully you're watching this on Fantasyland News on YouTube. Other than that, Sam, I'm going to say end of line.
End of line. Congaloosh, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you here. Congaloosh, have a great evening.